Imagine stepping into a time machine and journeying back to the groovy, polyester-clad world of the 1970s. As you navigate the nostalgia-laden corridors of television history, one show stands out like a vibrant, retro beacon, The Odd Couple. If you were fortunate enough to witness this classic TV series during its heyday, you'll undoubtedly recall the uproarious laughter it stirred and the memorable moments etched in your mind like snapshots from another era. Perhaps your first encounter with the mismatched roommates, Felix Unger and Oscar Madison, left you in splits as their clashing personalities collided in a whirlwind of comedic chaos. Did you chuckle heartily at Felix's meticulousness, neatly arranging his cheese and crackers, only for Oscar to bulldoze through with reckless abandon, beer in hand? Or maybe you found yourself sympathizing with Oscar's laid-back approach to life, secretly admiring his carefree spirit even as it clashed with Felix's neurotic tendencies. This iconic sitcom, based on Neil Simon's Broadway play of the same name, offered a slice of life that was as relatable as it was side-splittingly funny. It was a time when the odd couples in our own lives, the Felixes and Oscars, became endearing symbols of our own quirks and idiosyncrasies. Now, as we venture deeper into the intriguing world of the odd couple, let's uncover some fascinating random facts that will transport you back to the golden era of television, when laughter was the universal language that brought us all together. So, sit back, relax, and let's embark on this delightful journey down memory lane, celebrating a show that continues to tickle our funny bones, even decades later. And now, let's dive into those captivating tidbits, shall we? The Odd Couple, a classic 1970 TV series, emerged from the creative genius of Neil Simon, who initially crafted it as a successful play and subsequently adapted it into a beloved television show. The series revolves around the hilariously contrasting lives of two divorced men, Felix Unger and Oscar Madison, who become unlikely roommates. Felix, portrayed by Tony Randall, is a neat freak and perfectionist, while Oscar, played by Jack Klugman, is a messy and easygoing sports writer. Their clashing personalities and comedic interactions form the heart of the show. The Odd Couple is renowned for its unique blend of humor, featuring witty one-liners and physical comedy. The chemistry between Randall and Klugman brought the characters to life, making them iconic figures in television history. The show's style was marked by its focus on the dynamics of friendship, exploring the ups and downs of the odd couple's relationship as they navigated single life in New York City. This TV series left an enduring mark on popular culture, inspiring adaptations, spin-offs, and references in various forms of media. It showcased the enduring appeal of character-driven humor and the enduring charm of odd couple pairings. The Odd Couple remains a classic sitcom that continues to entertain audiences, a testament to the enduring brilliance of Neil Simon's creation. In summary, The Odd Couple is a timeless comedy series born from Neil Simon's theatrical genius, featuring the iconic characters of Felix and Oscar and delivering a unique blend of humor that has left an indelible mark on popular culture. Its enduring legacy as a classic sitcom endures, proving that odd friendships and comedic clashes are timeless sources of entertainment. In the 1970 TV series The Odd Couple, there's an interesting tidbit about the character Oscar's ex-wife, Blanche. She was portrayed by Brett Summers, who happened to be Jack Klugman's real-life wife. However, what makes it intriguing is that during the show's run, Klugman and Summers were separated. During the first season of the show, the filming took place in the same apartment used in the 1968 movie adaptation, and it was done in a single-camera format with a laugh track. But starting with the second season, the show transitioned to a studio, and they switched to a 3-camera format in front of a live audience. Elinor Donahue, who appeared in the series, had a memorable experience during her first table read with the cast. Tony Randall, known for his meticulous nature, became frustrated when she struggled with her lines and yelled at her. This made Donahue cry. However, the next day, she received a bouquet of flowers and an apology note from Randall. Surprisingly, this incident led to a close friendship between the two actors. These behind-the-scenes anecdotes shed light on the dynamics of the Odd Couple cast and production, adding an intriguing layer to the beloved 1970s TV series. Tony Randall's Emmy win and The Odd Couple's legacy in the world of 1970s television. The Odd Couple stood out as a classic sitcom, known for its witty humor and memorable characters. While the show's run was relatively short, it left a lasting impact on the world of entertainment. Here, we delve into a couple of intriguing facts about this beloved series. Tony Randall's Emmy win. One standout moment in The Odd Couple's history came after the show was canceled. Tony Randall, who played the fastidious Felix Unger, won an Emmy Award for his outstanding performance. In a humorous twist of fate, as he accepted his award, he quipped that he wished he had a job. This playful comment reflected the irony of winning accolades just as the series was coming to an end. Tony Randall's portrayal of Felix Unger remains a cherished part of television history. The Password episode. Another highlight of the show was the Password episode, which is often hailed as one of television's funniest moments. In this episode, Felix and Oscar appeared on the popular game show Password. Their comically mismatched styles and misunderstandings made for an uproarious and unforgettable television moment. This episode showcased the impeccable comedic timing of the show's lead actors, Tony Randall and Jack Klugman, leaving an indelible mark on the history of television comedy. The opening narration. An interesting tidbit related to the show's introduction is that the opening narration stated that Felix and Oscar were two divorced men. According to Jack Klugman, who portrayed Oscar Madison, this detail was added to dispel any misconceptions about the characters' relationship. During the 1970s, there was sensitivity around the portrayal of homosexuality on television. Including this information was an attempt to ensure that viewers did not misinterpret the close bond between Felix and Oscar as a romantic one. In conclusion, The Odd Couple may have had a relatively short run, but it left an enduring legacy in the world of television. From Tony Randall's Emmy win to the iconic Password episode and the interesting trivia about the show's opening narration, it continues to be remembered and celebrated by fans and critics alike. Art Carney and Dean Martin considered for the Odd Couple role in the world of classic TV series. The Odd Couple from the 1970s stands out as a beloved sitcom. But did you know that the role of Felix Unger, played famously by Tony Randall, was almost portrayed by Art Carney or Dean Martin? Art Carney, known for his role in The Honeymooners, had originally brought Felix Unger to life on Broadway before the TV series adaptation. However, when it came to casting for the show, Carney was considered but ultimately passed over for the role. Dean Martin, the charismatic entertainer, was also in the running but didn't end up taking on the part. This little-known fact adds an interesting twist to the show's history. While Tony Randall's portrayal of Felix is iconic, it's intriguing to imagine how Carney or Martin might have put their own spin on the character. The Odd Couple TV series, based on Neil Simon's play, was a hit during its run, known for its humor and memorable characters. Interestingly, almost immediately after the show was canceled, the cast reunited for a touring production of the play, rekindling the magic of the original story. In addition to the well-known characters, like Felix and Oscar, there's another character named Crazy Rhoda Zimmerman, who was frequently mentioned but never seen on the show. While Nancy Cunningham had a visible presence as Oscar's girlfriend, Rhoda remained an unseen and intriguing figure in the series. The Odd Couple continues to be remembered fondly by fans and remains a classic example of sitcom excellence from the 1970s. So, next time you watch The Odd Couple, remember that Art Carney and Dean Martin were close contenders for the role of Felix, and keep an ear out for mentions of Crazy Rhoda. In the 1970 TV series The Odd Couple, the address of Felix and Oscar's apartment building is 1049 Park Avenue, an actual New York City address. Scenes for the opening credits and exterior views of the building seen on the show were filmed in front of the building. Employees and residents of the building say fans still visit the location looking for Felix and Oscar and claim that mail addressed to the characters is delivered on occasion. Interestingly, Jane Dulo had a unique role in Season 3 of the series. She first played Oscar's mother and later took on the role of Murray Greshler's wife in the same season, showcasing her versatility as an actress. Moreover, 2 episodes of the series that featured ABC sportscaster Howard Cosell proved to be a ratings boost for the show. Cosell's appearances added a unique touch of sports commentary to the series, attracting a wider audience. These intriguing facts offer a glimpse into the lasting impact of The Odd Couple and the way it continues to be remembered by fans and television history enthusiasts alike. In one episode of the 1970 TV series The Odd Couple, characters strolled through the streets of New York City and unexpectedly encountered the renowned playwright Neil Simon. This encounter was fitting, as Neil Simon had actually written the original play upon which the show was based. It's a curious bit of television history where fiction briefly intersected with reality. The show's characters were also connected to the real world in another way. Felix, one of the main characters, had children named Leonard and Edna. Interestingly, the actor who portrayed Felix, Tony Randall, shared his middle name with one of Felix's children, Leonard. Furthermore, Tony Randall's sister bore the name Edna, adding a personal touch to his character's family life. Years after The Odd Couple concluded its run, Tony Randall, who played Felix, encountered some unexpected questions about the show's characters. In an anecdote he shared, he recounted taking a cab with his wife from the airport to their California home. When the cab driver saw Tony's wife carrying a suitcase into their house, he inquired, "Who's that lady?" To this, Tony Randall replied matter-of-factly, "That's my wife." The cab driver seemed surprised and hesitated, finally saying, "Your wife." Tony Randall, somewhat amused, asked, "Who did you think it was?" The cab driver shrugged and said, "I always thought that. You and Oscar were. You know, it's a testament to the enduring impact of the show and the close friendship between Felix and Oscar that viewers sometimes wondered about the nature of their relationship. And there you have it, a few intriguing tidbits about The Odd Couple that show how the line between fiction and reality can blur, even in a sitcom. This beloved series continues to be remembered for its humor and memorable characters. As we bid adieu to the world of The Odd Couple, let's take a moment to reflect on the timeless charm of this classic 1970 TV series. Like the two mismatched roommates, Felix and Oscar, perhaps you too have found yourself in quirky, unexpected situations in life. The Odd Couple resonates with us because, in its witty banter and oddball scenarios, it mirrors the peculiarities and idiosyncrasies that make our own lives so beautifully unique. Whether it's Felix's obsessive neatness or Oscar's devil-may-care attitude, these characters have woven themselves into the fabric of television history, reminding us that amidst our own quirks and eccentricities, there is a certain magic in the bonds we form with those who are our polar opposites. Now, it's your turn to share. Do you have a favorite moment, a memorable quote, or a personal connection with The Odd Couple? We'd love to hear your thoughts and stories that this show might have stirred within you. Your memories and reflections are the threads that keep the legacy of The Odd Couple alive. Thank you for joining us on this nostalgic journey down memory lane. Your time and interest are greatly appreciated. Keep those fond memories coming, and let's celebrate the enduring legacy of The Odd Couple together. Warmly, warmly, warmly.